Hello and welcome to Slayer Shock, where you are a slayer and you are tasked to, obviously, slay vampires and save your hometown. So, I guess we are going to begin. Okay, terrorist. Moving forwards, exploration at your own pace. Enemies will ignore you entirely, and lockpicking is automatic, which we're not going to do on. Use a mode that forces a less demanding challenge. Enemies are weaker. Normal, hard, or expert. Now we'll do it on normal. Okay, here we are. I guess we're following the blood trails. Don't know why we're down here to begin with. I don't have any weapons. I'm not able to pick up anything. Oh, okay, I can actually jump. Let's get on over here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I just figured that out. Okay, I can climb up to a ledge, right. Thanks for the tutorial. Oh, I know we got a crouching section. Ooh, vampire. Yeah, bye, Vampy. Ooh, okay, I have a flashlight. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, this is a bright one. Okay, I'm guessing we're following the vamp guy. Okay, press... Okay, spin and look around until it rattles, then press the left mouse button to tap the pin into place. Find every pin and lock to open it. Okay. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, so that's how that's done. Cool. Okay, I don't need my flashlight on. Now, what have we got here? Okay, we can unlock this one. Okay, there we go. Ooh, I got a steak. Exactly what I need to kill vampies. Also, stuff in here. Vampire dust. Huh. Okay, do I even want to know why and how they got murdered in here, exactly? Somebody else been through here? Okay, okay, I can use that. Oh. Hi. Ugh, I don't like your noises. At least you didn't hear me knock down that, door. Ugh. Please stop. And that's the game. I love the music that started up. Yeah, I don't know why he was like staring off into this room. But we're gonna take your riches. Okay, that was. Okay. The lockpicking is a little finicky. Okay, but I do see on the right that I apparently need to examine the vampire's nest. Oh, didn't even notice there was this place here. Oh, there's quite a few guys around. You guys are some very noisy vampires. You didn't see me turn that on. Gonna sneak behind him, or not. Which way are they gonna come? Oh, you guys are mean. Ow. Okay, I can use that on H, okay. Okay, cool, good to know. It's very foggy in this room. Okay, I can retreat to the surface now, apparently. Oh, hi. Count Stanley? What a name. We're getting a boss battle. You down there, Stanley? Oh, you are. Hi. How you doing? You okay there, Stanley? Oh, I can cheese it. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'll see you again, Slayer. Oh, and oh, hi. Not expecting to wake up here. Oh, I can't. I was clicking left click to try and attack him, but I can't. Damn. Anyway, I can speak to you. Good evening. Are you feeling well? I fear your nightmares are getting worse. Wait, that was a nightmare? I don't know why I'm sleeping with my steak in hand, but do whatever I can to support you. When you're feeling up to it, we can continue your training. Steven has a new weapon ready for you. Talk to him and gear up before tonight's hunt. And be sure to speak to Christina later. She'll help you track down the vampire leaders. Okay, we'll do. What do we got? Mandarin oranges? A special quest feels like Friday. Next week, open mic night. Interesting. I don't know why my characters are walking so slow across the floor, Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess we only just woke up, but still. We're so lucky to have found you. We all need to work together to end this crisis. Select your mission on this map. Bring me back vampire dust to study. I'll help track down the vampire leaders. Try to minimize the vampire threat in each neighborhood. High threat regions are more dangerous, and we could lose access to parts of the city completely if the vampire population grows too large. Okay. Okay, well, what about this guy over here? Good to see you on your feet again. There's work to be done. Bring me new blueprints for weapons and ammunition. I'll keep you armed to face the most dangerous vampires. I just finished modifying a nail gun for you. Be sure to equip and purchase some nails before going out. Okay. Mr. Pointy. A wooden tent stake sharpened to a fine point. What a... Okay, I guess I'll equip it, and then... I'll buy that many, I guess. I don't think there's anything up there, so... I don't know why my game is so laggy on this room specifically, but we can get some upgrades, but we can't because I just spent all my money on the nail gun, so I guess we're not doing that. Okay, let's see. And we can go to the old town, the How, or Logan's Woods. Man, there's 155 dust in this one. How, named for the fierce wind that howls overhead. Mountain farmland is a hotbed of vampire activity. Sure, let's do this one, I guess. That gives us the most vampire dust. And we now have the nail gun. I probably should be keeping quiet. Ow! I literally was just nosed out the corner of my eye before I stepped on it. God damn it. Hello? Anybody home? I'm just gonna slowly crawl my way through. I definitely hear somebody. Okay, I can lockpick this. How? I don't know. Got it. Okay, nobody using the shitter. Okay, that was kind of a waste of time. Definitely hear the vamps roaming around somewhere. No. Yeah, I see one guy over there. Oh, and I think he spotted me too. He saw nothing. Can you stop your breathing? It's annoying. Open this door. And these are pretty empty houses. Yeah, I guess the vampires don't really need it for like furniture or anything. I can also apparently lock the door. Okay, well, there's nobody in there. I don't like that laughing. There's also a thing here. Just laying my way over. And I can't interact with it, so. Yeah, I heard somebody out here. Oh. Hi. Not too bad for you. Oh, hi. Now that at least gets rid of you. God, there's so many of these thorny things around. I think these guys are kind of easy to take down. Okay, I think I hear something in here. Okay, hold on, let me lockpick. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, there's one right over there. There definitely has to be something in here. Oh, hi. You're wearing one of those pumpkin things. Stop shining out my frickin' screen. Okay, hold on, I need you. Hang on, need to heal up. Okay, there we go, God. Okay, you were kinda hard to kill. I used up most of my stuff to kill you two. Is there anything even in here? No, there really wasn't. Yeah, I need to apparently rescue at least 4 hostages, but I haven't found any. It's a whole heap of vampires. Okay, at least got rid of that guy. Yeah, we've been to that house, been to that one. Ow. The hell? Oh, I think I still don't want the thorns. Yeah. It's hard to tell where they are, especially with how long this grass is. We'll try avoiding that. Let's head into this house. Maybe they've got something in this one? Can't open the fridge. Wait. Okay, I can't tell if this is... Yeah, we haven't been in this house, so... Just looked identical to the other one we'd been in. There we go. Okay, again, nobody using the shit out. I can at least do the kind thing and flush it. Also turn on the sink. But yeah, this house is pretty empty, no? Oh, let me... Well, at least cleared you out. Oh, you must have come in through the back door that opened. Okay, here, yep, another one out here. Oh, there's a couple of guys. Okay, there we go. Cleared those guys out. Still no sign of any hostages, though. And those blinking things on the map. Ow. Oh, I think those are the... No, they're not really the thorns. Oh no, it's the vampires that are hanging around. Oh, hi. And I'm dead. Of course I'm dead. A local vigilante took it upon themselves to fight vampires in the community. Panic produced in Old Town. Whoops. It's in news. Clearly I'm not the only one who thinks we normal humans can fight back too. Yeah, well, I seem to be the only one doing the work around here, so... Hey, do you have more vampire dust for me to study? Any way we can end this war is to know our enemies. Okay, well, to cover big bads, I need 350 dust. Well, we don't have that. Yeah, we can also speak to you. Inspire people to fight back. As dangerous that may be for them, I can't help but think that this is a sign things are getting better. I mean, if you're not sending me out, keep up the good work. Like I totally didn't just fail my last mission. Okay, let's go out to another one, I guess. Here we got Hal, Logan's Wood, which throws 0 out of 5. We could get 305 out of that. Sure, let's go to Grey Side Threat. And I forgot to buy ammo. Frick. Okay, well, trusty steak it is then. Here we have dots on the screen here. Does that represent where a vampire is or not? Also, don't like that we're doing this at nighttime. And it would only be fair, seeing as vampires usually would roam around at night. We did not like the game did not like going around that because it's holy mother of lag. Don't know why my character walks so slow. Oh, nice jump scare, bud. Fuck you. Knew those coffins would have a purpose at some point. Not bothering sneaking around. The game is unfortunately a little bit too laggy for that. Yeah, I gotta find hostages this time. Hopefully I'll be able to do that this time. If my character can stop walking so slowly. Okay, there we go. Got some stardust for that. Oh, and I got ammo for it too. I like my handy dandy little stabby thing. It kills them in one hit. When not being so slow. Ow. Ah, God, the fucking thorns are back again. Here we do have these. Oh, big buildings. Thanks for opening the door for me, bud. Guess I'll take it. Okay, let's have a look at these big buildings, because I'm sure there will be people in here. Surely there would be. Oh, hi! We're definitely getting rid of you. Look at you're just as slow. And just as slow. Yeah. Well, we got rid of him at least. Okay, was not prepared for that big fella to come through. Okay, let's lockpick this bad boy. Okay, there we go. I guess nothing in here. No, there is not, so there's no point in lockpicking that at all. We're not even going to get to go up to the next floor anyway, because there is literally nothing else. Or no stairs at least in this. I do hear a vamp out and about. Ow, fucking thorns. It is a big fucking area. I do see a vamp over here. We're just gonna slowly make our way through to him. Okay, hi, boink. Okay, but there is a house that we can get into as well. Oh, thanks for opening the door for me. What a kind gentleman. Very... Oh, come on, I just wanted to get in. Okay, there we go. Now we can get in. At least this house has a second story to it. Now, what is it going to be hiding up here for us? I think... Oh, okay, no vamp in there then. Oh, there is a chest in here for us, which we'll need to lockpick again. Okay, there we go. Some more dust and ammo. Now to make our way out again. I probably also should heal up. I just realized how low my health was. There's green stuff over these buildings. I wonder if that's the hostages. That means I can probably avoid going in these other houses. Just gonna slowly lag my way over there. Good thing these don't have time limits on them, otherwise I would be boned. Okay, there is one in this house apparently. Ow, freaking thorns. There we go. Hi there. Ooh, there's a lot of people in here. Okay, get rid of you. Say hi. Okay, where are you going off to? Ow. Oh, and I died. God damn it. Again, I didn't get to rescue anybody. I really suck at this. Threat has increased here in Grayscale. Meanwhile, threat has increased in the Howl and Loganswood. Whoops. Yeah, they really should stop sending me out, because I don't think I'm the best vampire hunter here. Continues, clearly I'm not the only one who thinks it's normal. Yeah. Seem to say all the same stuff. I think I do actually have enough for you to, yeah. Okay, we can identify the vampire leaders. One or two. Who are you? Okay, just aspiring people. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna end it here while on my head, because I don't think my bad streak is gonna stop here. I really don't think I'm the the person that people need for fighting out the vampires, because, yeah, I'm kind of making it worse for everybody. But yeah, this is an interesting game. There's a few things that definitely need to be fixed up. Definitely that of the lockpicking. It's very finicky, and yeah, well, that's my main gripe with this, but otherwise it's still a fun little game to play. And anyway, if you guys want to check this out for yourself, link will be down in the description below, and yeah, with that, we'll be moving on to the next game. Hello and welcome to 4 Before Midnight, where you play as a fairy godmother who has to stop a gruesome murder from happening. So, yeah, let's start a new game. Okay, left of space to advance text, yada yada. Good. Once upon a time in the kingdom of Eclitch, it was the night of the royal ball. Revelers from across the kingdom had gathered together at Castle Elfnor in celebration of Prince Felix's birthday. The party was as festive as a time as Eclitch had ever known. Everyone at the castle had been swept away in the merriment, laughing, drinking, and dancing to their heart's content. Everyone, that is, except for a certain fairy godparent, who was about to have a dreadfully busy evening. Must suck to be them. It's you, Ivy. You're the fairy. Oh. Well, that bites. And just when I thought things were finally going right with this assignment, or at least not going horribly wrong like usual, I gave Hilda a ride, dress and royal alias hours ago, and as far as I'm aware, she's been prancing about with the prince in perfect bliss ever since. That should be 2 out of 3 wishes granted. Even those nitpickers on the Fairy Council can't say I totally botched it this time. But maybe the inexplicable voice narrating inside my head has a point. For reasons that are totally not my fault, do need to replace Hilda's horse and carriage. No one could blame me for making the first pair out of fish, right? I mean, how was I supposed to know about the castle's rampant seagull infestation? Rip to those poor fishies. And those seagulls would have had a feast on them. But anyway, according to section 3.7 of the Cinderella Charters, the most traditional material for a horse and carriage are mice and pumpkins. I've already got most of a pumpkin right here. Now about that mouse. Okay, use the mouse to highlight certain objects and people and click them to interact with them. In the middle with the red circle with the time is visible at the screen. You can solve problems by meddling with certain combinations of objects. For starters, try meddling with the 2 of the objects that are here to beat them capture a mouse. Okay, there we go, got my mouse, so you guys can see what I'm clicking on. Okay, let's inspect the jack-o'-lantern. Cut pumpkin with a spooky grin and a mild case of rot from sitting out for 3 weeks. Festive ornament for an entirely different festivity. That's true. Okay, what about a dagger? Oh, I can meddle with it? A wooden toy in the shape of a sword. Not sharp enough to cut, but just enough to give someone a serious splinter. But magic can transform it into a less dangerous shape. This metal? Oh, looks like someone dropped a tiny wooden sword in the grass. Or if you're fairy sized like me, maybe a scale training sword. Might be useful if I were planning to duel a mouse, but something tells me that could go even worse than my usual plans. Aw. For now, I guess I could try transforming this sword into something else. Something more useful for this job. Something like... zap. Toy transforms into a small wooden fish. Like a fish? Personally feel like I've seen enough of a fish for one day. If that's what the magic wants to do, then I guess I'm stuck with it. Anyway, I don't think just one thing is going to be enough to catch this mouse, so I should probably meddle with something else as well. But what do I choose? Okay, the daisies. A bunch of full blooming daisies growing in the dirt beside the castle wall. Also known by the common name daisy, or as boneflower, or roundwood, if you're feeling unnecessarily morbid. Its long sturdy stems could be useful in capturing something with some adjustments. Okay, but what about the bowl here? Saucer of milk. Maybe we can turn it into like cheese or something? It's also full of milk left out for the local cats. Excellent source of calcium. Given that Eclipse has yet to discover pasteurization, probably also an excellent source of salmonella. Yeah, definitely if it was all the way back then. Highly likely to attract a cat in its current state, but with a touch of magic, perhaps it could serve as bait for something else. Yeah, maybe hopefully it will turn into cheese. This is some seriously grade A milk. Must be a cushy gig in a cat royal castle. But speaking of cats, I don't see any around right now. So I doubt they'd complain if I commandeered this milk for my own purposes. It's like the old saying goes, when the cat's away, there's no use crying over spilled milk. Swoosh. Hey, yes, it turned into cheese. That's exactly what I wanted. One could use into a wedge of cheese. But that's more like it. Cheese is to mice as milk is to cats, after all. You know, the fact that the two species who might have joined the pause and mutual love of dairy instead ended up sworn enemies is always tragic when you stop to think about it. But dealing with tragedies is way outside my wheelhouse, so stopping and thinking about it is gonna have to be someone else's job. Anyway, I guess that's enough for the moment. Got a fish and some cheese. Surely something will show up. Now I just need to wait and watch. Oh, after a minute or two, a seagull swoops down to inspect the wooden fish. Squawk. Another seagull. Never gonna catch a mouse with that squawking nuisance flapping around. It's called for an intervention. Hey, you there. Yeah, you, bird. Get lost, would ya? Scaring away the mice. Spotted the gull flies off into the night. Yeah, you better run, or fly, as it were. But I guess this means I need to start over again, huh? Well, I'm not in any rush, so I guess it's fine. Magic, be gone. Okay, well, yeah, everything's back to the way it was a couple of minutes ago. Now, what should I meddle with this time? Maybe a different combination would work better? Yeah, okay, so we... Oh, there's also this gnome over here. You can also meddle with it. Can't gnome who stands at watch over the castle grounds with a vacant smile. Must be hard to muster more than a glassy-eyed stare when your eyes are a pair of marbles. His experience leaves something to be desired, but a magical makeover isn't out of the question. Okay, well, maybe we'll meddle with him. But what a jolly little fellow. Look at him standing there with his big bushy beard and cute little shuffle. Sure, he's a bit kitsch, whatever that word is, and maybe he's a paint job on the sloppy side, but he gets a full marks for the cheerfulness. 10 out of 10. He reached peak jolliness right here. But then again, who am I to draw an arbitrary upper boundary in jolliness? Why should 10 out of 10 be the limit and not, say, 37 out of 10? With the power of magic, anything is possible. Jolliest enchanting magic girl. Oh. Name's jolliness increases beyond the bounds of this dimension. Oops. Wait, no. Go back. Make him nice jolly. I guess I could use this. Gives me the creeps, so I bet any critter who chanced upon it would be in for a serious fright. Of course, I still need to get the critter to come out here in the first place. What's the matter with next? Yeah, it's creepy. Okay, do the cheese again then. Oh, you can cheese into wedge of cheese. Anyway, this looks like a good start to me. Got my bait and my trap all set up. Now I just need to wait a little. Oh, it's gonna work. Don't minute or two, a mouse emerges from the hole in the wall, lured by the scent of cheese. It comes closer to the saucer, but then out the corner of its eye, catches sight of the garden gnome. Mouse faints from shock. Gotcha. Now that I've wrangled myself a mouse and a pumpkin let's see if I remember how the spell goes. I surely want to do it on an unconscious mouse. Magic sparkle. Pumpkin and mouse magically transform into a horse and carriage. Well, alright then. Not quite how I expected they come out, but hey, nobody's perfect. Either way, now that I've got the transportation settled, I'd better go have a peek at how things are going for our two lovebirds in the castle. But by this point, and with a little help from my ever-reliable fairy godparent, Enchantment, sure Hilda and her Prince of What's-His-Face have already fallen head over heels for each other. Head over heels in a figurative sense, but you never know when dancing's involved. Either way, it looks like a textbook happily ever after, courtesy of yours truly. I thought you were supposed to turn the mouse into a horse, not the carriage. Yep, happily ever after. Oh, fucking Jesus Christ. That is the stuff of fucking nightmares. I don't like that at all. Close enough, if you can say that. And some people are gonna be fucking traumatized. Do I love a royal ball? The pomp, the spectacle, covering predictability of yet another awkward teenage romance. Wait a minute, why am I not seeing any awkward teenage romance here? Come to think of it, where's Hilda? How is it that my brilliant plans always keep going astray? Could the guys have figured out that Hilda's actually a commoner and given her the boot? Nah, the fake identity I made for her is utterly foolproof. Hope she didn't get caught feet. Glass slippers have been known to shatter under sudden changes in temperature. Guess I'd better put that fairy invincibility to good use and snoop around. Maybe if I eavesdrop on some of these partygoers, I'll figure out what's going on with Hilda. Okay, so we get to explore the castle. Okay, use the arrow keys or the go-to buttons at the top left and top right of the screens to move around the Great Hall. Gather information, you can eavesdrop some of the partygoers and hear what's on their minds. Surely someone around here knows where Hilda's gone. Okay, where do we want to go? We can look around here first, I guess. Suit of armor. Decorative suit of armor made for a knight of unrealistically tall stature. That or two small knights standing on each other's shoulders. Pretty much the definition of two raccoons in a trench coat. Two gnomes in a trench coat, whichever one you're gonna go for. A touch of magic could breathe new life into this hunk of junk, so to speak. Okay, I can't actually meddle with it. Coat rack, a stylish coat rack bearing a number of cloaks, hats, jackets, and other posh garments. One might describe these partygoers as dressed to kill, if one particularly enjoyed jinxing things. Well, about that. If you were to give them a chance of costume, it could make for an exciting evening. Okay, what about this? Vase of flowers. Lovely vase of weeping wisteria flowers. decay of these vibrant blooms would make anyone's heart skip a beat, mostly on account of all the lethal neurotoxins. Changing it into a different flower might inspire a more romantic mood. Okay, what about the book? Book containing well wishes from various partygoers. Okay, page signed red. Whatever that word is, Your Majesty from the Sovereign Duchy of Darkwood. Duchess regrets that she is unable to attend the celebration of your aging another year. It is customary among us time-settled mortals. I, her humble subject, refer you to her deepest commendations and well wishes instead. May your life continue for another quantity of sequential years, accordance with the average human lifespan. May your peaceful days be untroubled by wooden stakes, holy water, and garlic. Oh, are we dealing with vampires here? Or unless this whole thing is a joke. Those, of course, those are things which mortals, such as ourselves, enjoy in your kingdom. In which case, we wish you lots of all of them, forever. Sincerely, your figuratively eternal subject, Lamprey Vampire, Countess of Bloodmire. Yep, definitely vampires. Okay, what about the dog-eared page? Dear Your Majesty, don't think we've ever actually met or spoken, but I hope you're having a good birthday. Captain Plotter of your royal guard often told me what a kind and gracious employee you are. I've heard, for example, that you don't make your retainers eat off the floor when you're upset with them, or call them a bad girl. Like a certain countess, who I won't name here. Future, if you ever find yourself in need of, for instance, an extremely loyal and difficult to kill retainer with a keen sense of smell, I would be honoured to serve you. Sincerely, Emmeline Wolffish. What a name, but man, that is an unfortunate situation that girl's got herself in. But there's also a vandalized page. Congratulations, your magni goodness. 'Tis me, Archminister Nox Minute the 12th. I hope your birthday has been most joyous and bounteous, and good as thus far. Just want to let you know that I am a pompous and obnoxious as ever, as one is when one is the Archminister. Being the busybody that I am, I could not help but to notice that there is a new latrine in the castle, which has not been yet dedicated. I'd be ever so honoured if you could dedicate the latrine with my name, Minister Minute, for all to see, for all time, meaning forever. Also, if there's any leftover birthday cake, you should give it all to your sibling Maxie, who most verily deserves it. Absolutely isn't impersonating the minister myself, for personal gain. True thanketh unto thee, my liege, from your faithful advisor Nox Minute, for real. Okay, we're done with that. Okay, I don't think there's anything else, okay, let's go to the mezzanine. Ooh, there's some people here. This table looks familiar. Okay, let's eavesdrop. What's the matter, bro? It's your birthday party. You should be having fun. Or at least having cake. Want a slice? No, thank you. Sure, the cake is delightful, but it's just... I'd hoped she'd be here. Oh, are you talking about your secret pen pal? Not so loud or minute will heed. But yes, I'm talking about Hilda. The last letter I sent Hilda, I invited her to the ball, but I never got her response. Largely on account of Minute confiscating my carrier seagull. I thought she'd be excited to come, meet again in person, but I don't see her anywhere. So I heard the prince never actually met up. Not that I necessarily recognized her, she'd come in disguise, but surely she recognized me if she saw me, right? Face is kinda hard to miss. What with all your portraits everywhere. And what if Minute already found Hilda through in dungeon? What if she never made it here? Told her the right time and date, I'm sure. Oh, at least I think I did. I don't know, what if I gave her the address to the wrong castle? Or maybe she's avoiding you? Kidding, of course. Look, I don't know what her deal is, but you shouldn't get so worked up over this. Stress is bad for your heart. How about some nice coming cake instead? Picked a slice with extra icing. No, you're right. Got to keep it together. She'll be here, I'm sure of it. Nice, still young after all. Just slightly less young than it was 4 hours ago. Oh, good. Oh god, time is such a cruel jester. Okay, let's look at everything. Oh wait, there's another person here. Morse Notary. Let's eavesdrop on them. Why did you even come to this ball? Aside from being required to record the official minutes as part of my job, I mean, just good to write it out another hour or so, then it's over. So the Archminister's birthday next week, anyway. Court scribe warning to anyone who will listen about their sorry lot in life. And who will listen here, meaning absolutely no one. Okay, well. Condiment jars. Jars of condiments labeled old sauce and hires homestyle sugarless jam. Ingredients include garlic, lail, garlic, knob launch, garlic, and aluminum sativum. Oh, and garlic. They doesn't do a great job of selling the product, but with a little magic or editing. Someone definitely loves their garlic around here. Okay, Regal Feast. It's a feast laid out in celebration of Prince Felix's birthday. Much like the royal family tree, there's always space for seconds and thirds. If you were to alter the menu, this feast might appeal to a different audience. True. What about this, the cake? Here's Prince Felix's birthday cake. Judging by the scattered candles, he has just turned 18. Judging by the faint flecks of spit scattered across the frosting, he's not very good at blowing out candles. Ew. Certainly no one would object to a fresher cake. Yeah, totally wouldn't. Okay, fuck it, let's go to the ballroom, I guess. Okay, we can check on these guys. Oh my god, you got big fucking eyes there. Don't like that they're staring into my souls. Yeah, quick plot, unnatural. Suspect we have an impersonator in our midst. Impersonator? Oh, you mean one of those people who dress up as famous bards and play at parties? Well, yes, I did hire one of those. That's besides the point. Specifically, I'm referring to that so-called Princess Brynhilda, with a totally real Isles. Ooh, Princess Brynhilda. I got you, boss. Wait, what's she doing again? For several weeks now, she has been in contact with our prince via Carrier Seagull. Now it seems she's attempting to infiltrate the palace disguised as a foreign royalty. Oh, I just realized you're the minute guy. Very poorly disguised, I might add. Honestly, just who does she think she is fooling with such an obviously fake name as Brynhilda? One cannot just tack a literally waste product onto a common girl's name and pretend it's princess material. That may have worked in Cinderella, but we have higher standards here. And as for alleged throne in the totally real Isles, I had vacation in the totally real Isles myself just 2 years ago. I can assure you there is in fact a constitutional republic. No, do not trust this Brynhilda any further than I can throw her. I can throw her if you want, boss. I've been doing mad lifts like you wouldn't believe. That won't be necessary, plot. But do keep an eye on her. Covertly, of course. Okay, so I wonder where they know where she is. Keep her far away from our dear prince. I may not recognize a red flag when he sees one, but I most certainly do. Okay, so that's probably why she hasn't been able to see the prince, hopefully. You got it, boss. If I catch her so much as looking at any red-dyed cloth objects, I'll make sure I will let you know. ball's finished, you and I are going to have a long talk about figures of speech. Right. A few statues, a few people hanging around. Hungry reveler. Okay, let's eavesdrop on them. Because isn't there any more fruit in this joint? Everywhere I look, nothing but sweets and meats. No wonder the nobility have such dreadful teeth. Scurvy would really do a number on your dental health. Right. Actually working his way through the entire bunch of grapes. If his stems were edible, he'd probably eat them too. Okay, what about these two? Clumsy pair. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Left, right, left. Boots and cats and boots and cats. Do re mi fa so lati do. Dear, are you sure this is how waltzing works? Couple evidently have a thing or two to learn about waltzing. They got the 3 down pretty well though. Okay, what about this person? A yearning dancer. Look at all those happy couples prancing around like they own the place. Okay, that couple over there looks a little out of it, but, you know, couples are as a collective generally look happy. Happier than me, anyway. Oh, if only I had a partner to dance with at the royal ball. Yes, someone tall and knightly, vertically imposing, and stoic and tall. And look, I'm a type, okay? A date, my kingdom for a date. Alas, that I have only a small barony. Right. Noblewoman with a dreamy look in her eyes, waiting for a date with destiny. Sounds like a problem for a different fairy godparent. Yep, not our problem. It's also a band. Tired bard. Just a little longer and I can call it a night. Why can these rural ties never book a show at, say, 5 in the evening or noon? Well, at least I've got good pay from the crowd and the comfortable seats. Now, if only I could do something about that terrible acoustics in the hall. Bard playing a dignified waltz upon her lute. She's dressed in the likeness of the famous 6th century bard Carmina Vocabolo. Graphs are not very period accurate, but this isn't exactly the SCA. Her choice of song has significant influence within the ballroom. Perhaps she'd be willing to take a request? Well, I don't know, but anyway, what about the statue here? Statue of the sky goddess Lanera, who watches over the kingdom of Eklich and protects it from the storms and other wind-related disasters. But if a sacred image should ever be defecated, she is not above causing a natural disaster or two as well. Okay, remind me to never mess with her. Snack bowl. Bowl full of candy and other whatever that is, snacks. Perhaps it would have been more suitable for Felix's sweet 16th. We could try and give the partygoers a healthier snack. Can I? No, I can't. Okay, I guess we're going to the gallery next. Not really many people. Tasteless art. A soulful group portrait of 3 clowns engaging in the usual Japanese one might expect of clowns. Shading is a little amateurish, but the dynamic poses make it an excellent demonstration of gesture drawing. Magic, this painting could leave an even stronger impression. Right. There's a window, a rusty window. Window shut with a heavily rusted latch. Squawking in the castle's resident seagull is faintly audible from the other side. Soon the rust will eat through the window latch entirely, gain its purpose of keeping the window shut. Talk about irony. Maybe just iron. Window is still secure enough to keep the wind and the seagulls out. Unless... Okay, something else we can meddle with. A clock. Grand and decadent clock that projects an aura of regal reliability, showcases the finest Eclectian carpentry, generally ties the room together. Theory could also be used to tell time. That too as well. So there's a coat of arms. One coat of arms of house, or whatever that is. Royal family of Eclich, flanked by crossed branches. Branches were originally intended to be laurel, but after Eclich chopped down all his laurel trees in the coat of arms, mainly 637, pretty much any old stick will do. It will probably would look more impressive flanked by something more practical. Okay, anything else in here? Chandelier. Candles beyond the can't flicker in the chandelier. Paint stairs fixed with firmament, turning slowly in their spheres. Please forget the flowery language. The sight of melting candles inclines the soul to wax poetry. Right. Okay, I think that's it for this room. So let's go to the stairway then. Okay, well, let's snoop on these people. A sketchy pair. Yeah, they're definitely sketchy, alright. Honestly, Emma, you had one job. Yes, ma'am. Job even a zombie could do. Okay, you're creepy. Not that either of us would perfectly normal humans would know anything about zombies, of course. Of course not, ma'am. Do you know how much trouble the Duchy of Darkwood will be in if anyone finds out about your little mistake? Won't be surprised if the Duchess has you clean out the coffins for a year after this. Coffins that we keep in case of a plague and absolutely never sleep in. Just to be clear to anyone who might happen to overhear this conversation. My defense, ma'am, the baleful blade of the blood murder is completely identical to the Gecko Court sword we were going to give to the prince, except we're being extremely cursed. We're going with the artisanal sword, or artisanal sword, like I suggested, instead of the mass-produced one. Well, the duchy is on a very tight budget, you know. Kindly fault me for being fiscally irresponsible. If you insist, ma'am. Regardless, this is now a situation of the utmost urgency. If we do not act now, everyone in this castle will be in mortal peril. Just you know what must be done. Yes, ma'am. Scouted out the area and procured the non-cursed replacement sword already. Ready? That was fast. Where'd you find it? Bought it for 11 silver at a flea market in the castle town. Right, fine. Go with the artisanal sword next year. Well, still in the son of Hilda, but I think I get what's going on here. My fairy godparent intuition is right, so pretty much 50-50. Hilda has been turned into a frog. Or possibly a mermaid. Don't really remember how these things usually go. Bless dear Hilda, your poor star-crossed lover. I swear on my wings and my cute little barrett that I won't rest until you... Ivy, over here. Hilda? Oh, so glad to see you. No frog. Well, half fish. Wait, but if you're okay, then why are you dancing with the prince right now? So, about that. That was the plan, I mean, but... Have you even spoken to him? I was getting there. Just, you know, all this royalty stuff is just so stifling. I'm just not used to being so formal. I don't know. I just feel like I'm a fake. Well, technically you are. But I'm sure it's all going to work out great. Look, your first two wishes were to go to the prince's birthday gala and to tell him how you feel, right? Right. And you really want to make your wish come true, right? Right. And you really, really don't want to see your good friendly Ivy get demoted to a very god acquaintance for failing 13 consecutive assignments, right? Right, so you know what you have to do. You have to go over to this prince guy, look him in the eyes and say, "Hi, I'm Hilda. Okay, but what do I do after that? I'm actually not sure about that. This is the first time any of my fairy godchildren have even made it this far. Just go with the flow, yeah? Relationship needs to develop naturally. Aside from the part where your presence here tonight was entirely contrived by supernatural intervention, but hey, nobody's perfect. Okay, I've got this. Walk over, eye contact, say hi. With you by my side, I can definitely do this. Oh, no, I'm not going to be here. Ancient magical labor contracts require fairy godparents to vacate any castles they may be attending to by the midnight hour. Got to let all the witches and ghosts of dead monarchs and whatnot have their turn. But you'll be back, right? Yeah, not back in at 1, but by then the party will be nearly over. Listen, transportation and the dress and the bogus party invite were all my job. This is something you've got to handle yourself. Think you can do it? Yes? You sure? No? Wow, you two really are meant for each other. Well, that's awfully sweet of you to say, Ivy. Look, just go and talk to him, okay? And sooner, not later. Stakes are kinda high here for both of us. This is literally the 11th hour. Okay, figuratively the 11th hour. Anyway, gotta fly. You can do it. Believe in yourself. Real magic is self-confidence or part of something. Okay, I'll give it my best shot. For some reason I have a feeling that this will be a dreadfully busy evening. Ew. Right, yes, 1 hour successfully wasted. Now that I'm legally allowed to re-enter the castle, I'd better go check on Hilda and Prince Charmless. They even managed to say hello to each other. That's good enough for godparent work. Now where might I find those two? It was kind of squeamy, so probably not over by those puddles of blood. Wait, why is there blood everywhere? Are those corpses? Okay, this might bode significantly less than well. Could be a lot weller, this bode. Oh boy. Need to go find Hilda. Well, that's not good. Okay, well, yeah, there's a lot of blood. And a few body parts everywhere. Oh no, yep, she is dead. Hilda, are you okay down there? Blink if you can hear me, alright? You sure good at a staring contest? Oh god, I'm in so much trouble. Hilda's dead, Prince is dead, and the creepy vampire lady's dead. Ooh, so who did the killing then? Unless it had to do with that cursed sword, maybe. This is not a happily ever after. Probably wouldn't even count as a cautionary morality tale. When it gets out about this, the Fairy Council is gonna have a fit. Not just talking into motion here. They'll grind me into fairy dust, or stuff me in a bottle, or rip my wings off and force me to work as a garden gnome. Think, Ivy. Never met a problem you couldn't eventually weasel your way around. Gotta be some way out of this. What about a Truel's kiss? Everyone's looking just a little too dead for that to work. Necromancy? No, that's super illegal. Tempting but illegal. Maybe time travel? Actually, that just might do it. I channeled my magic into that clock over there. I could return to the time before I left the castle and fix everything. Risky though, time travels are always super arbitrary and poorly explained, no matter what logic it allegedly follows. Come to think of it, didn't they teach us the 3 golden rules of time travel or something back in Fairy Academy? Let's see. Rule 1, don't let anyone know about the future. Rule 2, don't use your advanced knowledge to bet on sporting events. Rule 3, don't tie in trouble. Well, by Fair Academy standards, 2 out of 3 is still a passing grade. Not like I got any other option either. Better get to that clock and fast. And there's a sword there. An extremely cursed sword stained with blood of pretty much everyone in the Great Hall. Definitely the murder weapon, and also the murderer. Okay, we can talk to it. Alright, Evie, you just got to inch your way across the room over to the clock without catching a demonic murder sword's all perceiving eye. Easy does it, easy does it. Hey, so, were you referring to me just now, or like... Hold on, you can talk? Yes, I mean, wow, yes. Apparently I can talk now. We're a bit as surprised as you are, to be honest. One day you're just a cursed magical artifact laying around in some grotto. The next thing you're around talking and having thoughts. Like you got a soul or something. Bit jarring, really, but still hammering out the kinks and all. I'll show you hammering, young murdering ritualer. Whoa, no need to jump to conclusions just yet. I mean, the conclusion you're jumping to is right, yeah, but you're missing a bit of context here. When I was doing all the killing, I got a square with you. I was not super aware of exactly what I was doing. See, turns out that the more blood I drink, the more sentient I become. Anyhow, and I mean, this is the real pickle I'm in. Thing is, it happens that just after I finished running through that guard over there on your old pointy end, must have drank just enough blood to unlock the knowledge of good and evil. And let me just say, wow, real mind-opening stuff, that. Like killing people, bad. Who would have guessed it? I mean, obviously not me, because, you know, but in, like, a more general sense. Gosh. Think they'd have written that one down or something. They did. It's called the law. Law. Yeah, that's not ringing a bell here. But say, maybe if I could just have one more sip of the good red stuff? No way, absolutely not. Right. Very sensible. Can't fault you there. Can't fault you for that. Can't fault you for that, no. Anyhow, so back to the whole good and evil thing. Not a fan, as it turns out. When you're going to kill the whole palace full of people, carrying the weight of that sin is like really a bit of a drag, you know. So then I see you sort of fling around and all magicked up, and I think to myself, now there's someone who might be able to patch me up a little. Put a damper on my gawning intellect before it gets inconvenient. You feel me? And so here we are. You and me. Getting along famously, we are. I mean, you're magic, I'm magic, you got wings, I levitate. You're not huge on the murders I committed, I'm not exactly huge on them either. Like destiny, really. You and me will be a couple of besties in no time, I'm sure. As much as I'd love to never deal with you ever again, fortunately I think we're actually on the same page here. I'm about to try going back in time to stop you from killing everyone. That works out, then my problem is fixed and you won't have to have anything to feel bad about, right? Not that you'll be able to feel anything at all, since you'll be a sword, but that is a sacrifice I'm absolutely willing to make here. Oh, now that's a clever plan, that. Bit like going back in time and killing your own grandpa, yeah? Also, get this. Killing your own grandpa is, as it turns out, wrong. Just to build the good old good and evil trivia for you there. Oh, sipping nothing now, are you? Going to help me out here or not? Absolutely. Great. Then I need to know exactly what happened here between midnight and the present. What do you remember from before you went and killed everybody? More than you might expect, given that I was an inanimate object and all. Had a great view from the balcony. Real choice seating, that. What do you want to know about? Okay, a lot of questions here. Okay, I'm gonna actually end it here before we get too much into it, because I think I might actually come back to this game and fully play it, because I'm very intrigued by the story and I'm quite liking this. Definitely loving the characters. Very kind of an anti-fairy tale, which I love. Yeah, it's very interesting, very much liking it. You guys want to try this out for yourself, link will be down in the description below, and yeah, with that, we'll be moving on to the next game, with hopefully a little bit less murder.